Hi, this is Nev. The last thing we want to build on this Pokemon system is invoices. So here we want a lookup box which looks up all of the trainer names. Over here, we'd like to know the description of their purchase one, their item one. The description, so that'll look up here the bills item one. Here item 2 will go in the second row and item 3 will go in the third row. Then we want to go back to our very first sheet, the price list, and look up the barcode for each of the purchases. Then we want to look up the price for each of the purchases, which we can either do from the first sheet or we can do from the purchase sheet. And we want to look up the quantity as well. So we may as well come over to the purchase sheet, I think. So a fair bit of work. Let's just start by doing this lookup again. So under data, under validation, we want data validation and we want a list box. We definitely want to have the drop down. Our source is going to be over here, these names. And it's put them in with absolute references, same as it did before. We say OK, and sure enough, I can now look up all of my different trainers. All right, let's start this first description because it'll be tricky. We now want to go to our vLookup. I'm going to go back to my home menu for the moment. Equals vLookup tab. I want to look up this value here, comma. Then I want to look up the table array from purchases. So I want to look up what Bill has purchased here. Now that's going to be a column there, comma, and let's go back to the invoice. Now that's looking okay. I need to backspace. I don't know why it puts that invoice there, but it's definitely got purchases, column C. Now I want the index number. I'm going to guess that for the moment. 2, I'll come back and correct it. And I want false. And enter. Right, so I may well have got the column number incorrect here. So let's go back and have a look. We've got Leaf. We might just check whether he's got any purchases. He hasn't got any, so we better change the name. But if that's going to be column 1, 2, 3, that might be that might be a better option. So back here, that needs to be a 3. Why didn't we get the false in there? 3, false. Maybe I have to double click there. All right, and enter. Now let's pick, go right up to the top here because Bill's got some purchases and we've still got an error. I may have to fix this and come back in a minute with the solution. A4, we have got A4, purchases C3 to C13. That's going to be the problem. Purchases, I need to include this cell. That's always got to be the left of my lookup, so it's actually going to be A3. Now what I could do is actually go A3 all the way down my last purchase. I'm going to go right up to M13. So let's just do that. Right, I want A3 because my names must be in here, and I want M13 and enter, and we've got it working. Fantastic. Now, because I'm going to use this quite often, I'm going to make these absolute. absolute and absolute, and over here the M should be absolute and the 13 should be absolute. That means I can copy and paste this formula and it should still work. Alright, let's stop that there and we'll do another video to finish this off.